Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. How's it going? As always, just before we get into the video, I just want to thank everyone that has been subscribing. I know I say it every day, but the last few days we've been getting many subscribers. So thank you all for joining me, subscribing to the channel, and if you haven't already, please like the video and please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot, and I hope these videos are helping you out as well. So yeah, let's get into the recap. So today we are up. So it's a Green Day recap, which is positive. We're up $4. You know, $4 is green. It's better than losing money. But the key to today was just such a slow market. There was literally nothing happening across the stocks. There was, you know, unlike the last few days or other days where it's been a bit slow, there were some small opportunities. Today it was just dead. From the gap scanners was pretty much dead. From the open there wasn't a lot going on, and yeah, it was pretty much dead. We do get that in small caps sometimes, you know, where the momentum will be in like the large caps, for instance. Today was kind of a little bit like that, or the high float stocks, but yeah, it was just dead today in the small caps. So let's get into the review. So there were a couple stocks we wasn't over eager on any of them, but we were keeping an eye on. So the first stock was MTP. This was the biggest gapper on the on the scanner, and as you see, it's gone up from the 45-cent area to the almost to the $1. I mean, in general, I just don't trade stocks below $1. Even below 150 is not great, because for them to move a great range, let's say if we want a stock to move 10 to 20%, that's only 10-20 cents on a $1 stock, whereas in a $5 stock that's 50 cents, for instance. So yeah, really not interested in these type of stocks. But because there wasn't a lot to watch, you know, I was keeping an eye on it on the back burner. What did happen, as you said, we got this nice squeeze up from the $60 range up to it kept hitting the $1, and then we got this big pullback. I actually did think about buying it here for the break higher, but you know, there was such sort of big sellers resistance at one. You know, I was kind of thinking I could sort of, you know, get in for this break here. It found sort of some support around the VWAP, and yeah, that was sort of a little opportunity. I could have maybe have got, you know, 6, 7, 8 cents there. That wouldn't have been the worst trade, but just given the overall bat had quite a big sellers here, and it was under $1, I just really wasn't that interested. And yeah, it sold off. It did come back. One thing I did try and do, just because I guess nothing was really happening, nothing on the scanners, I did try and buy in for the whole. I was going to go buy 50 shares into the whole, but I got rejected. I actually didn't type in my price, which was a bit stupid, because I didn't want to use a hotkey, because my hotkey is set to 100 shares, so I only want to buy 50. So the time I typed in 50 and pressed buy, it obviously got rejected because I didn't put the price in, and yeah, so it was what it was. It did pop up out of the gate, so we might have got a little bit of profit there, but once again, we probably would have bought in for around the 98 cents. It popped up to a high of around 109, so we may have got 5-6 cents. Not a massive winner. And as you see, it halted, going back down, because they only have to move 10-15 cents for the whole, and now you see it sold off. So that was one of the stocks. As I said, nothing really exciting. Just keeping an eye on. The other stock we was keeping an eye on was BIOC. Not really much volume pre-market, but once again, it had gapped up from the $1 up to the 125. Once again, a really low price stock. So it was just one to keep an eye on. But even here, it got a little bit of movement out the gates, but nothing crazy. I mean, it's gone from 109 to 118, so that's what, 9 cents. So yeah, we just didn't do anything of that. The other stock that most people were looking at, I think, was Gevo, and this is the stock we did trade. This had a good gap up this morning. It went up from 271 up to the high of 395, but it did sell off quite a lot, and it was selling off pre-market. So my sort of plan for this was, once again, was going to have a tight stop, buy in from, you know, I wasn't actually looking for, I was kind of either looking for a little push long, really in and out, very quick, you know, small profit, looking for maybe 10 cents or so, or a little washout long, and that's basically what I did. So as you see here, This is the trending market here, pre-market here. It opens up, so what happens, it's sort of pushed up a little bit, and I see a lot of resistance on the sell side, so I imagine a lot of buyers were going to sell their position, a lot of sellers were going to jump in, so we're looking to get this wash out. It basically washed down, it started to hold, and I saw a lot of buying coming, so I bought in at I've got my aggregate here, I bought in at basically at the $3 mark, trying to get that support from there, and then I was just basically looking up to a pop up to 310. That was sort of my plan. So I got in okay, $3, but the pop it just didn't really pop up. So sold it at 304, and that was it. That was the trade for the day, and it just shows you this Givo MTP was one of the best pre-market, and Givo was one of the best pre-markets. You just see what it was like today, and this just sold off. So nothing really happening, and that just sums up exactly what today was like. A really, really slow day. The important message to get from this video or to get from today was each day we can't force what we want from the market. We have to accept what the market is giving us and try and get the best from that. So what I mean by that is, if you have a goal to make $200, $1,000 a day, whatever it may be, you can't actually choose that. You can't go into this market and go, I'm going to make $200. How can I get this $200? The market just doesn't give it to you. Yesterday you had an opportunity to make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. So on them days, that's where you got to capitalize on, and they will make up for the slower days. So on average, you might make $200, $300, $500, whatever it may be. But today was definitely one just to keep discipline, not overtrade, try and capture anything that the market can give you. And today it wasn't a lot. The couple areas where you could have got money, and this is out of my range, was actually TNDM. Yeah, you just see this is a higher price stock, so I was never going to trade it, but I was keeping an eye on it. Nice volume, sort of gapping up, making a really good move, and as you see here, it's just pretty much surging up. I know a few people that would have, looked to short this, or you could have done the washout long as well. So look, you've got a big washout here from the $66 mark down to the 64, so $2 washout. That's what's crazy about these stocks. And then you've got the pop up. So you could have done this a couple times. Maybe just here would have been your entry. And but once again, this was the stock that was moving, and it was way outside our price range. Don't trade these stocks in this price range. The other one was actually FTR. And this is holding up pretty well. This is within the price range, but the reason we didn't trade it is because I think it was an 80 million share float. When it's 80 million, you'll just see here, it's really crowded, a real big tug of war between the buyers and sellers. See, you've got 1,300, 1,000, all you got 3,000, 4,000 buyers at the bid, and then you've got all these sellers. So the yellow is the same price for all of them. So let's see, these are 3.38, 3.39. It's just a tug war. They basically don't really move, but this one did make a big move. I did have a bit of an interest in buying this for a washout long. I would have got in here, but I wasn't keeping an eye on the stock at the time. But the only reason I was interested in buying this for a washout long is because I think if we look at the 5 minute, just sums it up perfectly. We've got this big trend. So a lot of people would actually be shorting. It makes more sense to short, but I'm not a short seller. But I wouldn't mind a big washout and then a pop. And that's basically what we see, what we've got here. We've got a big washout, we've got continuation of that washout, and then we got the pop up. So I actually was thinking about it, but then once again, given how today was, given it's not my strategy of trading a high float, so I didn't pull the trigger. And on the 1 minute chart where I was looking was exactly here. Let's try and get that there. Yeah, so it's exactly here. So I saw this popping up. We got the washout. It started to hold. Basically, I would have set a tight stop of the 334. So I would have got in around 338. Tight stop on this candle here at 334. So if it went below, and it did pop up back to 350. And that's where we get. I don't know if we broke 350 yet, because there was so much selling pressure at 350 that I know the buyers would have seen that. So yeah, that was today. So I apologise, it's not the most exciting video. It is what it is. The market has its slow days, it has its hot days. So once again, the message to take from this is try and capture what you can from what the market is providing to you, not what you want from the market. So if it's providing you with a lot of opportunity, a lot of hot stocks, a lot of movement, try and capture as most of that as possible. Trade more, well, in trade good setups, but you have the opportunity to trade more, make more money. But on these days, it's just really important to, even not take a trade because it was just so slow. So once again, thank you everyone for supporting the channel, for all the new subscribers, and once again, if you do like this video, please give it the old thumbs up. It's really, really much appreciated. And again, we will be back at it tomorrow. Let's hope it's a hot day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.